to the stream. I'm LB Hack'em Up, and I'm joined on this lovely Thursday evening by all these fun folks. We're playing some Glitter Hearts. We're on episode 4, the final episode. I'm sad, but it's gonna be so much fun. So, channel stuff. If you like our content, give it a like, give it a follow. We're almost to 600 followers. Yep, 600 followers on Twitch. We'll do a giveaway when that happens, and it's gonna be some cool stuff, some cool, usually it's a Steam gift card and some like stickers or something maybe Ren will make. She makes these really cool like goblets that are Hack Recklessly themed. So it might be something like that.
That's cute.
I know. It just sits there too. I'm like, I don't drink a lot of wine anymore. We used to drink a lot of wine on this channel. So
I'll take the goblet. I'll take it. Give it.
Enter the contest and perhaps you could win. But let's go around and have everybody introduce themselves and who they're playing tonight, starting as always with Kujo. Take it away.
Hello, I am Kujo of Kujo Plays Games and Crit Hit Chronicles. You can find me at Kujo Plays Games and at Crit Hit Chronicles, except for Twitter, which is at Crit Hit Chron. As we know, character limits are fun. I like wine goblets. That has nothing to do with the intro. I'm playing Luca. I'm playing Luca Vaughn tonight. And now I'm going to toss it to my dearest Serenity.
Hi, I'm Serenity. I normally talk about where you can find me, but right now, not only because we're in the middle of a strike, but because there's a lot of issues happening, continuously continue to send support in a ceasefire in Gaza and Rafah. I do have a link that I am going to go ahead and share in the comments around the
Share
chat
it to me.
here.
You
Share it
can't
to you?
share links. Okay, it's fine.
I can send it to you. There we go. So it's a Ko-fi for someone who's actually in the TTRPG community for it's Tenny. Her family is actually in Gaza and Rafah, and they've stayed to go ahead and help people escape and be safe, and they deserve safety as well. So if there's anything you can do, feel free to go ahead and go in there. There are also other ways that are shared throughout, and you can go find it on my stuff at Click Clack Snack. But there are other ways to go ahead and support without money. But this one has some really cool goals if you have a couple bucks to spare to help them out. So.
It's me. Sup, y'all? It's me, Walle, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. You can find me on Twitter at WALE132, just like a cute Disney robot, or just look me up on social media. That's where you can find me. And tonight, I am playing Linkin Park. Yeah, that's all I got for me.
And I'm Greg. I wrote Glitter Hearts. You can find my stuff at leatherman.games. There will be a number of bundles, I believe, coming out soon that my other game, The Mystery Business, will be in, that will support Palestine and all of that stuff. So look for those. I know I submitted them. I'll find out when they go live, when they tell me, because I just was like, here, put my game in there. And I am running the world for Glitter Hearts, and that is what I will be doing tonight. Do we want to talk about what happened last time?
Man, look.
If
We had
have
fun
to.
at a mall.
We did. Oh my god, we had a shopping episode.
Look.
Let's go to the mall.
That was a shopping episode that turned had a little bit of a turn in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things got real heavy. Like real heavy.
Yeah. All because we went to dinner party.
Yeah. I mean,
A
if we're
fancy dress dinner party.
Yes.
It's true. We all did get to dress up in character and in the game and as us, but
It was great combing through my closet to find like what looks good, what looks good. This doesn't fit. This is dirty. Why is this hung up? Like it was great.
Also-
kind of 10 minutes.
Hit by emotions.
We also discussed how good Kujo looks in blue.
it's true. Amazing.
Did we
Amazing.
discover? Did we discuss that? Are you
I
sure?
discovered
You're
it if we
You're
didn't
sitting
discuss
next
it.
to a blue microphone, and I guess it's okay.
Well, it's a blue Yeti. So that is my sassy comeback. Why don't we move on?
Got him.
Got 'em.
It's what you
So,
get for that.
Everybody is back together, and the room has gone completely black. Shortly after that, 4 big spotlights pop up, highlighting each of you in this sort of dark, empty space. How do y'all react to seeing each other again after what just happened? Luca's got a big old scratch.
Yeah, no, immediately. I think that's the first thing I notice, and I like run up. And I would like to go ahead and try to use the ability I got before, if my page ever wants to load. It's a healing thing. I don't know. There it goes. Gentle winds of healing.
Alrighty.
I don't have my dice. I'm totally prepared, you guys. I'm so good.
Roll plus
Yeah, this
persona.
is how the game goes, right? We just tell
Yeah.
you what we want, and then it happens,
And
right?
yeah,
then
that's
do
how
it.
is. Mhm.
No. No.
Boy.
No, that's a
Mhm.
6.
Well, you got that extra point of experience you wanted.
No, I sure did.
So, what happens is, what's your emotional? Is your emotional +2?
You
And
unmuted.
Yes, sorry, I was muted. Yes.
And Luca, you took 2 points of damage, correct?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so it disappears off you and appears on Blake.
Ooh.
So you're healed, but Blake has 2 damage and the scratch.
I'll take it. That's way better.
Blake, I need you to promise me something. You will never do that again.
I'm normally better at it.
No. I mean, you're awesome. The other 2 are awesome. Let's face it, I can eat a couple of licks and know that I've got a few more coming up at some point. That's typically how this sort of thing goes. So that's very sweet, but I can figure it out. I'll be okay. I'm made of stronger stuff. I'll figure it out.
You can beat metal so many times and it might be better than glass, but eventually metal breaks. Let me help you.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm like
Luca,
the defender anyways, so like I should be taking the hits, right?
that's sort of true. Luca looks a little messed up beyond just the scratch. Like he takes like a half step back from everybody as this conversation goes on.
Lincoln already is pretty much trying to figure out where they're at. So I would like to use where is it again? To do glimpse the truth.
We're gonna go with be vigilant because you are in
Okay.
a dangerous situation.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll plus mental. Anybody wish to help, and how are you helping?
Anyone help me before I give this number?
I will try. What is it you're exactly doing again? I apologize.
I am glimpsing into the truth and staying vigilant.
Yeah, be vigilant. So looking around to see what's happening.
Maybe can I maybe like try to maybe like hint at the iron? Maybe like doing something with the iron might help make it easier to glance through, like a reminder. If not, that's okay.
Well, because all I'm pretty much doing is just looking around to see where we're at, is what I'm doing.
Right, because it's super dark, so I was
Yeah,
thinking maybe
yeah.
that might break through some magical. stuff.
Yeah,
But
if you
if not,
want,
that's fine.
if you want to try, you can do a supernatural intervention, which is under we can do this together. So you would roll plus mystical, and we will see how it shakes out if you are helping or not.
I'm gonna give you the my bonus where it's up a level instead of a +1.
Okay.
So go ahead and
So-
roll your help, because let's see
Should
how
I roll
that
plus
goes.
mystical?
No, so
Yep.
Serenity, Blake needs to roll plus mystical as helping.
Yes.
And
I'm getting so many points. I'm so great at this.
So I'm also getting points because I rolled a 3.
Awesome. So
Plus, no, plus my brains. That brings us up to a 5.
So
And then we can do you get the 1 up because I used the well
that
executed
brings
machine.
up to a 6.
well, first of all, what did Blake roll?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would actually, yes.
3.
Cool. And you have a cooperative relationship, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
We sure do.
Okay. You both don't get a PowerPoint. But also, Blake, what did you just do to break your relationship with Lincoln?
Why is everyone breaking their relationship with Lincoln? First it's Luca, now it's Blake.
Look,
Y'all
Hey,
okay,
motherfuckers
hey.
last
got
time
something against me.
you don't even need to roll it. You broke me, okay?
That's true, yeah.
I think Blake is just I don't think it's something that they say. I think it's them being like overbearing and seeming untrusting. Like they're trying to help too much to the point where it doesn't seem like they trust you or think you know what you're doing. So it's just too much overaction rather
Okay.
than anything.
Okay. I know how Lincoln will react to this. And I apologize, Serenity.
Oh no.
As like Blake is kind of like trying to help Lincoln, all of this finally is like getting to him a little bit, and they turn around and snap at them, saying, "I need some space if I'm going to do this properly." And he
Okay.
goes right back to trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you also did not succeed. And since the help didn't succeed, as you're peering out, you just hear this in the darkness. I do so love these party games. I learned so much about all of you and your failings, your pesky emotions, how little you actually care about each other. So let's go into our next game, shall we? And stepping out of the darkness into the spotlight, each of you see yourself. And then the Luca one disappears. And a voice goes, "Oh, we have something better for our little fortune." And a crystal drops from the ceiling and hits the ground and opens up, and out steps the previous fortune. Who looks right at Luca and goes, "I knew you were jealous. I knew you wanted this." And then charges at you to punch your lights out. What do you all do?
Who the heck's that?
I am going to take what happened last game
Okay.
and have that affect this. Luca doesn't move to defend himself.
I will. All eyes on me, baby. Abaddon, I need my book. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
No, he says all eyes on me.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Car. Can I shift? Can I transform?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Chariot quickly throws out her coin. She like tosses it in the air, and as she is transforming, it flips, and she like it lands on her chest right as she moves in front of Luca. And I'm gonna use all eyes on me. I demand attention from your target with my grand presence through charm, fear, or any number of other ways. I'm gonna use convince. Sorry. I don't want to upset Abaddon. I'm gonna roll Persona to see if this happens.
Okay.
I can't roll in the my stuff, but it's in there. It's 11, a full success. So I'm gonna flex as this happens, and I'm gonna rule with fear and confidence.
Right. You charge in between the previous Fortune and Luca, and get hit hard for 3 damage. But you also notice that your shadow self has also transformed.
Oh.
And is now charging
Oh.
at Luca.
Oh.
When the shadow version of Connie transforms and runs at her, Lincoln will transform also and will fire a hex at them.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That is a 10.
All right. So you're putting a hex on Shadow?
Yeah.
Connie?
So on a 10, I plus 10 I hold 2.
Yep. So you can pick 2. Cause 1 damage, target can't flee, target is slowed, a target must answer 1 question truthfully, they're forced to drop an item, or you can inflict a negative condition on the target.
I am going to cause them to be slowed down.
Okay.
And can I force them to drop their transformation device, their magical item?
The way that Connie describes it, it is a part of their person.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. Then I will also cause 1 damage to the target too.
Okay. Once you have transformed, your shadow version also transforms.
This is quite annoying, and it's like charges up electricity in their palm and shoots it at the shadow Connie, and it causes like the electricity causes them like to slow down as like the static builds up to them. Like it's very hard for them to move their feet, and it just like this overloading of electricity that causes damage to them at the same time.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
I will say that Connie, as she takes this hit, and like it's one of those things where like her head turns slightly, but it's not like it doesn't seem like it's doing that much to her, and she kind of like turns her head a little bit more and says, Luca, I don't give a shit what this guy says. You earned your spot. You deserve your spot. And you're here for a reason, okay? Get out of your self-pity and let's kick their asses!
Fuck yeah.
Luca is going to feel that self-pity and that self-loathing. But then he's going to start thinking, these people who I care about are putting themselves in danger and taking pain just so that they can take some away from him. So, he reaches up, grabs the bangle, and just says, if you mean to hurt the people I love, Then I will gladly be your misfortune. And then he will transform and then dive straight at Brandon.
Okay.
Um,
So you're making a clash.
yes.
Go ahead and make that clash roll.
That is 7.
All right. So you both do damage to each other, although Brandon is currently completely focused on Connie.
Okay.
So you slam into Brandon, who reacts by swirling around and grabbing Connie, like grabbing from behind. At the same time, you see the Lincoln clone is waving dark electricity and aiming it at Lincoln.
We're gonna do a cycle. All of us are helping each other. So immediately she transforms and Blake was about to run in. And then immediately is hit with the remembrance of I need some space and will stop. And I'd like to go ahead and try to touch their heart and just say, don't. Please. That's it.
Okay, your clone transforms and insultingly gets the outfit that you always imagined that you should have. And you are saying don't to the Lincoln clone?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like we're in this cycle, which every
right.
every one of us is gonna like take on each other's clothes. But
Go
yeah.
ahead and roll plus emotional.
Okay. Um. That's an 11.
Okay. So Lincoln,
Yeah.
you can feel that Blake is trying to apologize weirdly to you. It feels strange. It feels as if it's going through a weird tunnel and coming to you, and you know that you are aware suddenly how connected you are with this other thing. Do you stop?
Okay. Lincoln feels this. And even though they have they had this little like broken moment, Lincoln thinks back to when they were little kids and how Blake was legit the only person that played with them all the time. And Lincoln stops and looks over at Blake and says, amazing, Butler, that you would set up these shadow clones in front of us after we had such an amazing dinner party earlier where we were venting out our darkest secrets to each other. I see your ploy now. And they stop and they walk over to Blake and they give them a hug saying, I forgive you.
In that hug, Lincoln, you are suddenly hit in the back by dark lightning, and your shadow comes up to you, and you have been hexed, and it looks at you and says, truth time. You don't really believe everything you tell everybody, right?
Lincoln just takes this blast and he winces in pain. And he says, if I don't have this to believe in, what's the point of believing in a world that is so boring? If I don't believe this, then my life would be boring. And I would just be some weird kid. I would just be the awkward person that no one hung out with. So no, I don't believe in everything that I say. But I know what I do believe in. I do believe in these people around me. And if they believe in this world that I've made up in my head, because it was the only way I could escape people making fun of me, the only way I could escape my boring life, then that's okay.
You all watch as the darkness dissolves and surrounds Lincoln and then goes in, and the Lincoln clone isn't there anymore.
He looked down at Blake. I'm sorry I snapped at you earlier.
I'm sorry I acted like I didn't trust you. Because I do.
I know. Now let's work together, because I think Luca is going to eventually have to fight his boyfriend, and I really don't think he wants to do that. Oh, and we should definitely let go, because your verse is about to attack me.
No, what?
And what Lincoln
100%.
does is just grabs Blake and just shoves her right at her clone as a tackle thing to knock them both down so they can just tussle it out.
just pick her up.
I just ah!
So you are face to face with the other you, who looks at you. Think we finally found a home, did we? We know you don't fit in anywhere. Everybody's your friend. So nobody is. Not really.
And that's true. But they're more than just my friends.
What do you think is different this time?
Well, for one, and I'm going to point back at Lincoln and go, I've known them since we were young. And they could have just left at any time. But they didn't. And we just fought. And it's fine. And then I'm going to point over at Luca. And I've never met someone who hates themselves more than I hate myself sometimes. Except him. But even so, he can see the light in me. And I can see the light in him. So there's got to be something there that's deeper than friendship. And do you see? And we'll point over to just I don't know what Connie's up to, but it's probably something just spectacularly just badass. So she makes me smile. And she doesn't care what anyone else thinks. So I shouldn't have to care either.
Roll plus emotional.
Okay. Oh, fuck up. Hang on, let me just. I snake-eyed.
Cool.
Stop rolling whatever it is you're
I
rolling.
threw them. I don't know where they are now, so it's not possible.
You lock eyes with your other self. And it gets this horrible smile. A smile you are aware of because it is the thing that you feel when you are most mad at yourself, when you're most angry at yourself. It looks at you and locks eyes with you and puts its hands on your head and says, "We both know how good you are at lying to yourself." And you gain the isolated
Oh no.
condition.
Oh no.
You have a -1 to your emotional stat currently.
Oh no.
To be fair, I did ask for this. I was like, yeah, make it hurt. And that's fine. You know, Greg goes, yeah, whatever you want, what the player wants. So reliability. Thank you.
So you all see Blake 100% focused on the shadow. They are just locked together. Connie is still being held back somewhat by Fortune, who is 100% like focused on Connie. And the other Connie is just sort of like, okay, well, I can't get into torture the person I'm supposed to torture, so I'm just going to hang out here until I have a shot.
Feels right for Connie, though.
100%.
Just waiting.
Like, okay.
I'll just be here. It's fine.
Let's just be here. I'm fine.
I wonder how this would work given what Connie's action was. I would like to use I'm your opponent.
Okay.
And I would like it to be on Brandon.
Okay. So go ahead and I forget what that roll is.
It's a persona.
Yep. Roll plus persona.
Okay, I need you to like work with me. It's the last episode. Okay.
I need you to not.
Don't
do the
ask
thing
that
you
because
did.
that's what I did wrong. Don't put it under pressure.
Hey, not to talk you down, but like you're replaceable. I've got 3 sets right there. Fuckers. Well, I got an XP, so that's a 6.
Awesome.
Wait, question. I have power pool. Does that do anything?
It does for you, but if you have a way that you think you can help, what do you think you do to help? Because if you roll well enough, that pushes it up into a 7.
Okay. What Lincoln does is they see Luca trying to pretty much draw their attention towards them. What Lincoln does is they run up beside Luca and they fire a ball of lightning right at Grant and then yells and says, "Hey, he said to focus on him."
All right. So this sounds like a supernatural intervention. So go ahead and roll plus mystical. Because you are helping Luca, Luca will get a power point.
Eventually.
Got a 10.
All right. I believe you changed your relationship to cooperative after it broke the first time. You get the +1 that you needed, and Linking, you get a 1 to your power pool because you have friendship. So Fortune breaks away and charges straight at Luca.
At that point, Lincoln takes a stance, charging up energy, looks over at Luca and says, "I didn't think in all my years I've ever fighting you side by side."
Thanks.
And
Yeah, go on.
yeah, and then just goes into battle right alongside Luca.
All right. As the Fortune charges at Luca, you hear it scream. These were the stakes. Why couldn't you just believe in me?
If Fortune is going to lead with punches and kicks and all that stuff, he's going to let them hit. And in between getting hit, Luca's going to say, yeah, I'm a real fuck up. I'm a real fuck up with people that I say that I care about. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a fuck up. Why put myself in a position where I can continue to hurt them? I'd rather push them away. I'd rather be an asshole. I'd rather be hammered than actually let the people that care about me. And yeah, I beat myself up worse than you are ever going to hurt me right now because I wasn't there. I wasn't there when you got hurt. I barely visited you when you were in the hospital. I found a fucking bottle of whiskey, and that was my way of coping. So yeah, go ahead. Punch, kick, bite, scratch, and claw. I deserve it all.
Roll plus emotional.
It's a 10.
It is hitting and punching, and then it stops and looks at you and just says, "But why couldn't you just love me?" And then it fades and disappears.
Luca is going to stand and just digest that for just a second before turning to Lincoln. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I've been a real big asshole. And you and these other two wonderful people refuse to give up on me. And I'm sorry.
Lincoln looks at Luca and punches him in the shoulder. Luke, I understand that you are an asshole. That's your default setting. But also, that's how you communicate. And yes, It is unfortunate that the way you communicate pushes away people. But that clone was wrong. You did love him, and he loved you because he saw that truth in you that the rest of us see. The fact that he stayed around all this time shows that he trusted and loved you. So don't beat yourself up, because what they're saying is nothing but lies. You're a good person and someone worth fighting for.
Ah, fuck. Ah. Okay, let's go help our friends, huh?
Right.
Connie being free, the other Connie's like,
I've always wanted to do this.
I feel like there's a thought that Connie always sits up thinking like, if I fought me in a fight, who would win?
Could I win?
well, let's
Like
find out.
Let's find out.
1v1 me. Could I win? I probably could. Maybe if I had prep time or something.
Is Connie the person that's like stands in the mirror at the gym when there's like no one else there and is like, I could get you? Like, just looks like
And then there was a day where she jumped to the screen and then it startled her because like she didn't expect her reflection to do that back. And she's like,
Okay, Shadow Connie's coming in to punch real Connie. What does real Connie want to do?
Yeah, Connie is all about this. I don't know. She's ready to fight herself. I want to fight me. Let's go.
All right, clash it up.
All right. Roll my physical dice since they're right here. +2. Ha! Oh, these dice are so nice. Thanks, Greg. That's a 13.
All right. So you get to choose an enhanced effect. These are your choices. Everybody else will get a +1 forward, meaning on their next rolls they get a +1. You will suffer no damage. You can inflict double damage, or you can force this enemy to flee.
I'm gonna inflict double damage.
Okay.
That sounds dope.
So what is your physical trait?
2.
You got a 2, right? All right. So you take 2 damage from being punched by yourself, but you double that back. And so Shadow Connie stumbles back a little bit and goes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then charges right back in.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, we still have the Blake situation. Blake is locked. It's a Blake and Blake thing happening. So the two of you are not in the Connie fight, can decide what you're doing to either situation.
I'm gonna go and help Blake.
Okay. How are you helping?
I'm gonna pick the shadow version of her up and off and like push back just a little bit and be like, hey, cut that shit out. That's my friend. You're fucking up.
So I'm going to call this so we can do this together. You are doing an emotional thing. So go ahead and roll plus emotional.
Fuck. I mean, yay. It's
the
totally
fact that you're
fine.
trying is more than enough.
Wait, okay.
Unless you break the relationship and then we'll talk about it.
How much is it to gain advantage out of a power
2
pool?
power points will give advantage. 1 power point gives a +1.
I'm gonna use. Can I like preemptively do that?
You can decide at any point when you make the roll if you're going to spend that power point or not.
We're just gonna do that. It's
All right.
fine. Okay, no, really though. I need you to wake the fuck up.
So by helping Blake gets a power point, but we'll see how long this lasts depending on this roll.
I have one.
I'm
tentative.
scared. Holy fuck. That's a 12. I just rolled a fucking 12.
Alrighty.
Yes.
I
Holy
believe you are
shit.
cooperative. So on your next roll, which I'm going to get to in a second, you will get a +1, but both Blake gets a second PowerPoint and Luca gets a PowerPoint added because you rolled so well. So at this point, Blake needs to keep their wits about them. So go ahead and roll plus persona. You get a +1 from the help, and you can spend whatever you wish to get out of it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need it because that's my -1 score.
No. Oh.
I'm not gonna waste the +1, so I got a 1.
So
What
you
are
get a
you
+1
rolling?
automatically.
Use the app. Use the app.
I guess.
Digital
So-
dice may behave better than physical dice.
Please white knight me dice.
Oh my
So
gosh.
Oh
you
my
you
God.
know, like you see for a hot second, like Blake looks at Luca with this like pleading look, but then in an instant they are right back together. And you can just hear the thing going, the only person is us. Only we can trust ourselves. Only we can be trusted. We won't let ourselves down.
Can I?
Meanwhile, back
Oh,
with
go ahead.
Connie and Connie.
Totally good.
I love that this is a different version of beating ourselves up emotionally and
Yeah.
physically.
What I would like to do is, I would like to, as I run over to where Connie's at, and I yell, Connie, do you want my help?
I don't know, man. I'm doing a pretty good job of beating myself up.
But why would you want to beat yourself up?
Because I've always wondered if I could win.
So Lincoln stops, looks at this for a second, and says to himself, like, I think that's all it really needs to be for her. And he will cast a hex on Shadow Connie.
All right.
That is a 10.
Okay. So you can choose two. Cause damage. They can't flee.
Mhm.
They're slowed, so +1 will happen. They have to answer a question truthfully, or you can inflict a negative condition on the target. They don't really have anything to drop.
So what Lincoln does is, after coming to this realization, looks over at Connie and goes, and that is the case then. Obviously, your duplicate will still have to face the overwhelming fear of being in your presence as I cause the negative condition fear on them and causing them to be slowed down. So all class actions against them +1.
Okay. I'm assuming you're going to punch again?
Of course. All right. The luck
Like you
on
even
these...
need to
I know.
ask.
I'm just waiting for the luck on these dice to run out. I rolled a 7, so that's a 9.
+1 because of being
Right, so
slowed.
10.
So that's a 10.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you can choose an extra effect. You can give yourself another +1 going forward. You can inflict extra harm. You can suffer less harm. You can force them where you want.
Wait, I mean, I know how much health they have, and I know how long this is gonna take. Me as a player. I am going to... I'm gonna inflict more harm.
Okay. So you take 2 back from your punch, but this is a battle of attrition, and you can tell. and yourself can tell,
Mm-hmm.
and just sort of stops and goes, "We're pretty awesome."
Yeah. That
Like-
outfit looks amazing, especially from the front like
Right?
this. Do a spin.
Yeah.
Let me see the back.
Yeah. All right. Look.
Oh
Look
my
how
god, the
great we are.
hair! Yes!
Yeah. It's so awesome.
Hell yeah.
Why are we fighting?
I don't know. You are you like part of the bad guys group?
I don't know. I just showed up.
Do you want to go help Blake?
Who?
That one. My Blake, not your Blake. Your Blake sucks.
That doesn't sound as much fun as punching.
That's true. Do you want to just like say we're both awesome and put her there?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shake hands and it disappears.
All right.
All of us, the rest of us are going through the Empire Strikes Back of emotional damage. And Connie was like, "You're cool. No, you're cool. Okay, bye."
No, I'm cool. And then it worked.
God.
I love that for you
Fuck.
so much.
So good.
So good.
I think Connie turns around to like kind of survey what's happening, and she's gonna go, "Hey Blake, I hope you saw how awesome that fight was and how good I look bloodied, because I was thinking maybe after this, do you want to go get a drink or something?"
Roll plus emotional, please.
Oh god, no. Oh, okay. That's 10. That's a 10.
I believe you have a cooperative relationship with.
We do.
All right. Blake gets 1 to the power pool, gains a +1 on their next roll. You add 1 to your power pool as well, Connie. So, Blake, what do you want to do?
So there's this mix of emotions because there was a moment where it broke, and Luca had this huge emotional breakthrough, which I've been waiting for. Like they had a moment, and then immediately, like her self pity pulled her back and removed her from that situation, which just immediately makes her feel worse because she couldn't even focus on her friend making a breakthrough. And then immediately she hears that, and I think it doesn't like, I don't think it makes her like realize that they're friends. I think it just snaps her out of whatever like pity party she's in
Mm-hmm.
to go, wait, what? And try to focus.
Okay.
Like, go, what? And I'm not
Uh,
rolling those. I'm rolling real dice. Or
all right.
fake dice.
Let's do keep your wits about you. Roll plus persona. You get a +1 from Connie's help. You can spend whatever PowerPoints you wish. If you have, you can get 2 to get advantage.
Oh my god! Do you see this? I'm gonna use 2 for an advantage. So that means I roll 1 more again.
One more die and you take the highest. Nope.
For
My
people who can't see, I just rolled a 2 and a 3, and I have no bonus because the 1 evens out my -1. And I went, okay, let me spend 2 PowerPoints, and then I rolled another 2, which neutralizes the entire thing. Oh my god.
Ugh. Damn you, dice gods.
Well,
I did my best, okay? I've done everything that I can.
I will remember it for later.
I mean, you got.
If there is a later.
But hey, Serenity.
Yeah.
At least you got experience.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can actually upgrade something. Like literally when we're done. I'm
yeah,
at 6.
part of you knows, like, part of you knows that these people are trying to help you, but a bigger part of you doesn't fundamentally believe it. This is what people do. This is how people lie. This is how people say the right things, but you know what happens behind your back. You know that when you're really in trouble, that they are never there. And you are just in that space. And the shadow is like, that's right. The easiest thing to be is alone.
I think at that, I think she's gonna drop her magical, like her pen, and so she'll not transform, but like she'll get out of her transformation, and she'll just drop to her knees, like in the lap of like the other version of themselves, and just like start crying because I don't think there's anything else they can do at this moment with how much I failed. I don't.
The rest of you, they both detransform. And Blake is sobbing her in the lap of this shadow creature, and the creature looks up and has this horrific smile and just says, "She." They're mine now. Just leave us.
No. And Luca is going to sit next to Blake and is simply going to take Blake's hand into his own and interlace the fingers and just say, if you say, I stay. I'm not going anywhere without you. Neither is anybody else. So we'll stay as long as it takes for you to understand that we love you.
Not me actually gonna cry.
I'm
Don't
going to
mind me.
have you touch the heart. So go ahead and roll plus emotional.
I am going to use 2 of my power pool to roll
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay. Roll 3 and take the
Y'all
highest
are
2.
fired.
So, Greg, how much did you have to pay my dice to do this?
You like, I'm in debt hardcore. The
They're pretty
amount of
greedy, so I
programming I
get
had to do. Oof.
it.
That is a 7.
All right. You begin to see the shadow waver. Anybody else gains a +1 to continue this process with Blake. So if anybody else wants to continue or has something else, however, if they take any damage, this will all end. But you have sort of broken away through the first layer. And so any other actions towards Shadow Blake will have a +1.
Lincoln is going to walk over to Blake, untransform, and do the same thing as Luca, and sits right next to Blake and takes her hand. We are always here for you. We're not going anywhere. As my roll.
Please do good. We have a broken
And
relationship.
I'm going to use 2 of my power points to give myself advantage. With advantage. And you said emotional?
Yep.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Because my emotional is -1. And I rolled
Yeah.
an 8.
The +1 continues as it's slowly being chipped away. But there's still no breakthrough yet. The hold is really firm.
Connie is going to walk over and kind of see this. She stands behind the Nega Blake, and she's going to sort of like just move her head slightly out of the way, take regular Blake's chin up, and like look her in the face and be like, Blake, you're like the glue that holds this group together. If I'm like a light, you're like the electricity that like powers my light. And I'm not ready to lose you.
Roll plus emotional. +1.
I'm gonna use my pool. It was fine, not great. It's the same as 7.
Oh my god.
I knew
All
the
right.
luck was gonna run out.
What's with what is with this? What is this?
Yeah, LB, just to clarify, luck running out isn't like, oh, I only pass. Luck
Look, I
running out
rolled
is
1
rolling.
1 and 1 6, okay? Like, what am I
You did so good. Oh my god.
Well,
All
I
right.
guess that's a 8.
It's a 7.
That doesn't.
The +1 continues. Blake,
Yeah.
what do? You have a +1 to your next roll against yourself, but how are you thinking of getting out of this?
I think what I want to do, because words haven't worked, is I think I'm going to grab like the 2 hands I have here, and then like kind of gesture for them to grab like at Connie as well. And I'd like to pull everyone into a hug around the dark version of Blake.
Okay.
So we're both in a hug with everyone.
All right. Roll plus emotional +1.
Okay, I'm not doing that in there because no. Well, okay, I'm gonna add my other +1.
Okay.
So 8.
All right. Everything disappears except for you and yourself. You don't see anybody else anymore. You just see your other self in you. And the other you looks at you and says, convince me. Why is it different this time?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in control of this situation. I can't just make a joke. I can't make people smile. It's not something where people just like me because I'm there and in a distraction. They're my distraction. I don't need to be my own distraction anymore. They're my distraction.
But what if it hurts again?
I always have me. So this isn't going anywhere. And if I hurt again because of one of them, you should know just as well as I am that the other 2 are gonna not take it very well. There's always gonna have someone that has my back.
And you see yourself get a really gross smile. And you lean into yourself and whispers in your ear, that's right. I'll always be here. And then it sucks right into you, and you are back with your friends.
Okay, cool. I think at this point there's gonna be like not her saying anything. She's just gonna keep pulling everyone into the hug for a second. Before she finally we can go.
You sure?
Yeah. And then she'll look to Connie and go, I would love to.
Dope.
Well, if only our gracious host would let us go, that would be great.
Yeah,
when
dude,
you
I got
say
a
that-
date.
When you say that, the lights all come on, and you are in a party event space, and it is decked out in all the Valentine's Day regalia. There are pails in various locations, and you see Grant Charles walk in and go, "Leaving my party already? I thought we agreed you were going to support me in this."
Wait.
Is this a good spot to take a break?
Yeah.
It was Greg all along, you
I was
Oh,
like, that's a
Oh my
great break spot.
God.
oh.
Gosh. it
I need
was
to go take a
so
lap.
All right, we're gonna be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go to a place unless it is to grab a drink, grab food, grab a friend, take your medication, go support the Kofi, support all of the people who are in trouble and pain right now, and we'll be back soon. Bye. Oh, hold on. Bye. We're back. Nice poses, guys. All right, take it away, Greg.
Yes. So you are in this wonderfully decorated Palatine space. Before you stands Grant Charles. Just as charming and as happy as you've always known him to be.
What? For real? So, okay, let me understand something. Either you did get kidnapped and now you're brainwashed by Butler Fuckface, or you have been Butler Fuckface. I'm confused here.
Well, perhaps we could look at it this way where Grant was kidnapped and then they were pulled into the portal and then out came the oh, it probably is him.
Hmm.
Butler Wraith appears. Your petty insults are as lame as you are. And then he turns
Thanks.
to Grant and goes, "My lord, I trust your new body is suitable."
New vessel for the demon lord.
Oh.
I see that was next on my list, but I just wanted at least a little bit more clarification. I didn't want to be like a YouTuber or something like that. That's why I'm calling you out, anime Twitter. You know, come at me. Yes, I'm talking about all of you One Piece
Hold on,
YouTubers
hold on,
out
Choke
there.
on
hold on,
that,
hold on,
anime
guys, hold on.
Well,
Oh my god, there's
hold
too much
Wally back.
clout! Get out!
Hold
Get
Wally
out!
back. Hold Wally back.
We see you.
Hi, anime Twitter. We haven't interacted, but hi.
Or on Host Club, man, you know?
Oh my
We
god.
miss it. Bring it back.
Haruhi could totally like level Goku.
Oh wow.
All
We
right,
didn't
let's move
have
on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's
We didn't
move
have
on.
time for this right
We don't
now.
have time for this.
Yeah, so you see Grant sort of stretch out and like crack his fingers. Feels better than I thought it would.
I mean, there he did break his ankle a couple of years back. He was playing soccer, so it might feel a little funky on that right leg.
No,
Just word, just a little word of advice.
feels completely fine and healed. I must thank you all
You're welcome.
for making all of this possible.
How exactly? Because we've been quite the thorn in your side the entire time.
Oh, have you? You came to me, you fed me all of the negative emotions that you have, powering me up enough to be able to take the form of this incredibly powerful, positive person who I can now re enter the world in a beloved figure. And all I have to do is leave you behind.
That's the problem, though. See, we're not going anywhere without our friend, so I don't know how you plan on leaving us behind, because I
Oh.
think Lincoln said it best. We're kind of a thorn in your ass. Side ass? Which one was it?
Side ass.
Side ass. We'll go with side ass.
Oh, I'm leaving behind like this. And he disappears.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? Fair.
Mm-mm. Not fair
We
at
no,
all.
we
No,
did
not fair.
we did give them the setup for it, so
Yeah.
it's on us.
Anyways, you, Butler dude, are at the end of your contract.
That is correct. I am done.
Oh,
I really have no other purpose other than keeping this house. You are more than welcome to stay here. We have plenty of food, which you have tried, which you must admit was quite delicious.
it was pretty good.
So you're saying this entire space is vacant?
I mean, there are things about, but nothing to worry yourselves with.
I see. And how does one take control of all of this?
You don't?
Unless they enter a contract with you, correct?
Interesting.
Careful.
To tell me what you are offering.
No, I'm not offering anything yet.
Hmm.
I am just asking if one were to sign a contract or put you in our service or anything, or have access to any of the spaces in here, is there a way to get out of here?
Hmm.
Because you are very good at going back and forth.
Unfortunately, any contract I would enter with somebody else does not override the NDA.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about an
That I
NDA.
have.
Mhm,
The
mhm.
non-displacement agreement. You cannot leave.
Well, I was going to try.
Was there an NDA about mentioning your NDA?
No.
Does it?
That'd be very weird.
See, this is where I get lost because I really suck at legal shit. I got arrested a couple times. Apparently, you can't piss really wherever you want. So,
That is disgusting.
oh, thank you. Let's simplify it here. What would it take for someone like you to
Mhm.
take a deal that would bring our friendo back here?
What do you give the creature that has everything? It's
Okay.
always the
well.
question around holidays and special
Oh.
events.
Well, you have to have contracts, right, to do stuff?
Yes.
So you're like a genie. What if we freed you?
That's
And how would you do that?
I wish for you to be free, right? That's how it worked.
I don't grant wishes, so I can't
okay.
grant my own freedom.
Are you bound to the house, or what are you bound to?
This is my home.
Oh.
Forever serve in.
Oh. So you don't like own it.
As much as anybody can own anything, I guess that's a good translation.
Okay, well, scratch that idea.
Well, what
Hmm.
gives you your power? Because power comes from something.
I think we just hurt its head.
That is correct. But you know what's been giving me my power all this time.
Buff.
It's buff?
Please, that pathetic waste of a soul. I drank all the darkness out of it years ago.
Oh, negative energy, huh?
Hmm.
Right. So what if we kill the bad guy and then you'll be released?
Accurate.
That is not accurate.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Have you ever thought about becoming a therapist? There's so many bad feelings you could just feed off of, like, all the time. And also, like, the pay's pretty good and there's health insurance.
And actually, as much as you did feed off of all of our bullshit, I gotta admit, I think I kind of needed that, as weird as it sounds. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It
There
was
is one
torture.
evil greater than myself in this universe, and that is the American insurance.
Oh, fair.
I
Fair.
shall not go in to that. I would prefer to remain sane.
How
I
about a
mean,
bartender? It's the same thing.
a bartender, or you could just practice and not accept insurance. That is a total option. I'm just saying.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Okay,
that was
fair.
some worthy opportunity there, but well, fine, whatever. Okay. Well. Okay, I have an idea. How about this? You bring Duder back here. And since you are so good at swallowing up negative energy, why don't you just hang out with us? We provide you our negative energy that we experience on a, let's face it, daily basis. And you get to leave here and experience what it's like out there.
I see the fundamental issue that you are running into. I can't leave here in the way that you are suggesting, that I permanently live on the other side,
Unless
one of you are willing to give up your body.
Oh, well, that's a weird.
How about sharing?
What if we put you in an 8-ball? Or like a tarot card or something?
We can make a 9-ball. That way you and Buff can be like kind of
So
twins.
what you're suggesting is I have a magnificent palace, and in exchange, I would go into a crappy toy from sometime in the late 70s as a permanent residence. That is literally the deal that you have put on the table and said, yummy, 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 please take this.
I thought it was like a
but you
liminal space.
or does it have to be all of you in one of us?
Yes, that is generally how it works.
What if we found a way to separate your essence into 4 parts and you take a resident in us?
Let me ask you this question. What if I chopped you into 4 pieces and gave you 1 to each of your friends so that you were never actually whole and you were just carried around and everybody went, oh, hooray, I have a piece of Lincoln. Isn't this fun?
Well, I would look at that as somewhat sentimental, but equally just as fucked up. So, okay, I kind of get that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, can you just 1 second, just one, and
Oh.
she's gonna.
We have all the time in the world.
Of course, of course, of course. Grab the group and like shuffle everyone aside. Lincoln, you have buff, right?
Oh, of course. And pulls out the 8-ball.
Hey, buff.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a tight spot here. Like the bad guy ran away, and I don't think that we can get out of here. Are we in the Fey realm right now?
Yeah, it looks like.
Okay. How can we get out of that?
So you're going to consult your Mystic Connection. Somebody needs to roll just a straight 2d6.
I
Say
will
we let
do it.
Serenity roll.
I mean, maybe my luck has come back. Do you want to rely on that?
I don't know that I like that you said maybe. There's gotta be confidence.
Yeah, I can do it. You want me to do it?
Do it.
Okay.
Go for it. We gotta break the curse somehow.
Hey, so don't fuck up. Oh shit, one of them's out.
Florida days don't count.
Ah,
I think we did it.
Oh shit!
It's an 11.
Yay!
All right, on a 10 plus, their advice is solid. So everybody gets to hold 1, which means you can spend that at any time to get a +1. So basically, you just have a hold 1. Buff looks around and goes, I was sort of half paying attention. It was kind of hard to see. There was a lot of jostling. However, if you're where I think you are, you're not going to get out of here easily, but sometimes the Fae are easily tricked. If you can perhaps trick them into showing you the door, that may allow you to get out.
I got this. I've been kicked out of enough houses in my time to know exactly what buttons to press.
Oh wait, what if we just ask him if we could have a tour?
Okay, that could also work.
You were going to break something, weren't you?
No, I was gonna take a shit in the corner.
Oh no, let's
That's
not.
okay. Let's leave
That's
that
a
for this.
lose for
Let's-
everybody.
That is
Save it for
Plan
number
B.
2.
That is
Save
Plan
it for
B.
number 2.
Plan number 2.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is definitely the nuclear option, but
Just
fine,
saying.
whichever.
We had Wendy's on the way over. You
Oh,
guys
Wait,
knew
why
what you were
did you
getting
eat
into.
before we came to a dinner party?
Well, because I wasn't gonna trust Faye food. Come on. I mean, oh yes, make sure you use the second fork. Come on.
You think, Connie? Did you use the second fork?
There was more than one?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Shit, so much I know.
Hold on. Mr. Butler, dude.
Yes.
If we're gonna be here a while, and you kind of run the place, right?
I am the butler to this manor. I would not say that I run the place, but I do keep everything in order.
Perfect. Could we like get a tour?
Of course, where would you like to see?
Well, I mean, there's got to be like a drawing room, right?
And when you say that, everything shifts and transforms into a drawing room.
Oh shit. Okay, where do we draw?
Anywhere you wish. There's a
Okay.
couch, there's a chair, there's an ottoman that if you wish to sit on and prop. There's a fainting couch in the back. We could bring out a pedestal if one of you wants to stand in the nude and be in a classical pose. Those are always fun to draw, I suppose.
Yeah, I was gonna point at Connie. It's like if we're volunteering anyone.
Okay, noted, noted, noted.
Oh,
How
no,
about
that's fun.
how's the bedroom situation?
This is but one.
How many are there?
However many do you need? I would imagine at least 4.
And you host a lot of like really cool parties, right?
Of course.
And is there like a big staircase situation, like a grand foyer?
I was gonna
Oh,
say, is it like the foyer from the Titanic movie?
If you wish.
Oh, question. Is there also a meatery? Because Connie needs her protein. You know, a place where meat hangs that anyone can just come and take them for their. I see. And another question: is there perhaps a large? Oh, we need a spa, right?
We need a spa.
Yes, yes. And Blake, you would probably need a nice library, correct?
Yeah.
And Lincoln starts listing off things over and over again. And he's like, right. The one last thing. Can you show us where the outside mailbox is at?
Go ahead and roll. I'm going to say convince somebody. You are trying to coerce something out. So you're going to roll plus emotional.
Wait, do you need help? I could try to help because even though our
Could someone try to help you?
I was to say because even though our relationship's broken, it doesn't matter because of my class stuff.
I would love that.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to help you. We can do this together.
Us not relying on that broken relationship because the rest of us are scared to break the relationship.
Yeah, it's fine.
So are you
you
trying to do like? Are you trying to do like the same sort of emotional patter, like just be generally confusing and support that, or are you trying to like feed ideas to Lincoln, which is plus mental? Like, what does this look like for you helping?
I think so I rolled an 8 by the way, so like whatever that's the number on the die.
Okay.
Just so we have that. I think what I would be doing would be like prattling things off or being like, "Oh
Okay.
yeah." So like it's keeping him off track where it's like legitimately we're trying to figure out where things are.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's plus emotional.
Cool.
So
9. Or
yeah.
9, yeah.
So you will both. So Lincoln gets a +1 to the next roll.
Okay.
Lincoln gets a PowerPoint. However, if this goes bad, you both are in danger.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So,
Actually
yeah.
go up to the next level, not plus 1.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's +2 then. Okay.
So that if it goes bad, only Lincoln's in danger.
I got an 11
Yeah.
on the dice. So
Oh.
+2. So that's a 13.
He snaps and you're outside. There's an outside mailbox. You can see this grand mansion behind you, and you see nothing but open space and woods about you.
I see. Right. And if we were just to, I don't know, what to say, if we wanted to run outside just to get some groceries, where would that exit be?
I know what you're doing. Just run into the woods. I won't stop you.
I mean, that offer still stands to be a 9-ball. You wouldn't be stuck in this big, crazy
I'm going to
mansion.
take a play from your book right now and give you an answer through fingers. Can you guess which one?
Like you. As
Let's go.
much as you've emotionally and horrifically manipulated all of us, you're kind of cool.
I'll see you all again, I'm sure.
Sayonara.
You
Oh
all
God.
take off, leaving the mansion behind, and enter into the deep and dark, creepy Fey woods. There are eyes blinking in the darkness at all of you. There are big, spooky, scary trees. There's like a very cold wind for no good reason other than it's just cold and dark and creepy. And you are in the middle of the woods.
I would like to do a divination to see if I can find where this exit out of the fate
Sure.
is through this way.
So we will go ahead. Go ahead and glimpse the truth.
Yeah. I'm using my divination ability, so
Yep.
it allows me to roll mystical instead.
Yep.
That is a 9.
All right, you get to ask one question from the list. Unless you wish to spend your hold one,
Oh right.
which you could get a +1, bring you up to 10, which means you could ask 3.
I'm going to nope. I'm gonna keep my hold one. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep my hold one. What is the most? Yeah. What is the most useful information I can gather?
So, as you are like scanning around and looking and sort of running through the list of things that you know and understand, you see off in the distance there's just a ring of mushrooms that you sort of like trying to remember. Your professor talked about these formations in class. Man, it would have been great if you'd paid attention to exactly what that lesson was instead of doing your own thing. But there's something about them. They only grow, or there's a myth or a history about it. But like that is an important thing. You just don't remember why.
This is going to sound weird, but there is a type of mushroom over there that doesn't normally grow in that pattern. I wish I paid attention more in class, but that's all I know is that that group of mushrooms over there don't normally grow in that pattern.
Is
Oh.
it like a Fey circle?
Maybe? That's all I remember.
All right. I mean, I'll give it a go and see how it goes.
But what if you can't come back?
Well, we're trying to get out, right?
I'd say if we're gonna do anything, if the last few hours have been any indication, we do it fucking together. Please.
Yeah, we don't want you to get lost or anything.
All right. Should we hold hands?
I hold a hand out for Lincoln, and then I hold a hand out for Connie.
Blake,
Hand out for Lincoln.
we shift into the circle.
Actually, maybe we should not do it in a circle because it's very hard to move.
Okay, well then hold my hand later because I feel really left out.
Wow, man.
No, not this hand is so comforted right
Okay.
now. There we go.
Shift into the circle.
You all step into this circle, and that cold, chill wind just whips up into sort of like a violent tornado. And you feel yourselves being hurled upwards into the air. I'm going to have everybody thwart peril, please. So everybody roll plus physical, and we will see what happens.
I would like to use my hold one.
Okay.
That puts me up to a 7.
Okay. I got a 7. And I'm gonna keep my hold.
Okay.
Keep hold 9.
All right. So Connie, you got an 11, correct? You land in the agricultural sort of center of school. And a very surprised professor like stares at you and then just points to leave. The rest of you, you feel each other like you are holding on, like you've been holding, and then in an instant you are ripped apart from each other. Here is the hard choice.
Oh,
You can choose to land on campus, but in the process, forcing yourself to fight against the wind will hurt very badly. And you will each take 4 points of damage to force yourself to land on campus. Or you can avoid that damage and let the winds deposit you where it wants.
Is this an individual choice, or
This
does
is
it have
an
to be group?
individual choice.
Okay. I have tempered by fire, so I already have a +2 to my max. So I'm gonna eat that 4 damage.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm soft and squishy. That would bring me down to a 6 if I get hit with that. And I'm also a messy bitch, so I'm gonna let the wind take me.
Okay.
I have healing I could do to other people, so I will take it. And
Okay. Shortly, kind of you hear like this weird whooshing thump sound as Luca and Blake fall hard to the ground.
Whoa. Are you guys okay?
I sound like Grape Lady. I got the wind knocked out of me, so I'm like, oh god.
I fell on Luca. I'm fine. No, I was kidding.
Well,
No,
mind.
I feel like I was about to land on you. You're like, yes. I'm like, wait, that would hurt more. Smack. Fine. Luca, you okay?
I didn't need that rib. It's fine.
I'm just gonna reach out and touch and try.
No.
Let me help you.
No.
Where's
I'm
Lincoln?
fine. I'm fine.
Where is Lincoln?
We were holding on to him.
Connie just like stands up on a rock and goes, Lincoln!
Lincoln, you manifest in your treehouse.
Oh crap, I am far away. Okay, I need to get out of here. And I start scrambling, running for the door to try to get out and run back to campus.
As you are running, your book lands and falls open.
Turn around, pick it back up because can't let that thing open up. Dark forces cannot be unveiled, and goes to put it back where it goes.
You see on the paper, parts of it are things are being written in the margins.
I don't remember writing this. I read it.
Well, I see that you made it safely home.
Ah, Butler. I see you found a way to communicate with me.
I have an offer to make you.
That is.
I can make everything in this book real. And your part in history will be forever glorious. Your name will be remembered as the only hero to hold back the darkness.
Lincoln takes the book and looks it over. And you said everything in this
Everything.
book, correct? He closes the book and he takes it with him to go find the others.
All right. Eventually, after searching and sort of wandering around, Lincoln makes it back to the rest of the group. Things on campus are celebratory. People, you can tell people are so excited that Grant Charles has been returned. There are people wandering around. There's just sort of a general celebration going on, which you can see as you are leaving from the agricultural campus when Lincoln shows up.
And
You good,
I'm-
bud?
I read.
Put
You
your arms
take
above
an
your
Uber?
head. Stretch out your chest.
Yeah,
You gotta do
yep.
this.
I ran all the way over here.
Wow.
Water.
Thank you. Thank you. I ran. I was at my tree house. I ran all the way over here. So, what's the plan?
Find our dude bro and make him a dude ho.
I like that. I like that. What you did there. That was
Thank you.
good.
It's really good.
Thank you.
I hope there's a method to our dude bro to dude ho process.
I was thinking punching, but I'm always thinking punching, so.
You know, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If we just walk up and start punching Grant Charles, we're gonna look like the assholes. We gotta wait for him to slip up and
Oh,
see if we can't find our opportunity to pull out whatever bullshit is inside of him.
you need someone to pull out bullshit? Where's Renata?
Thank you. God, and Luca's just gonna like pull Blake into like the biggest hug. God, I love you so much.
I love you like everything.
A quick scan of the crowd, you can see Renata off to the side, taking a couple pictures and scribbling in her notebook.
Hey, Renata.
Oh. Hi.
Hey, I heard Grant's back.
You're right. You're right there.
And you haven't interviewed him yet?
I haven't had the chance.
Oh my gosh, I heard he went on so many adventures and learned so many things about what will happen at this next dance. You know, I think I think this might win you one of those. What's that journalism award that you always like so much?
How would you know?
How would I know?
How would you know where he was when I asked you? You didn't know anything about it, and yet so you're coming to me saying, "Oh, I'm sure he went on all sorts of great adventures." How would you know?
You know, it's actually, we had to keep it secret because we're a part of planning.
Renata,
shit.
were you at a dinner party tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where you were, you know how there was like a butler guy?
No.
There wasn't a butler?
No. There was a maitre d' at the restaurant.
You were at a restaurant, not like a mansion?
Maitre d'?
It was
Uh,
a nice restaurant.
I'm gonna backtrack and go, okay, so I don't know what I need to roll for this, but I'm gonna start going through all the connections of people I know in school and say, this person told me this, that this person said this, and then I'm gonna start putting in information she could never track, but sounds completely realistic.
All right, so this is a convince somebody.
Okay,
roll.
that's
so
you
you're gonna
do-
roll plus emotional.
That is the best use of.
Gaslight.
I love it so much.
Okay, and what's the hold one do just in case? It's just a
You
plus
can add
one
a
I can
plus
use.
one. Yep.
Okay. I'll use it just because I want as high as a score as possible. So 12.
All right. So she will do whatever you ask. You also have just gained a cooperative relationship with Renata. Like you you do enough convincing, like saying like you're gonna give exclusives, etc., and like answer all these questions and all these connections, and she's like hook, line, and sinker in. Great. Yeah. I mean, unless you have a great way of parting a crowd, or I can't really get
Uh,
in and be like, let's go chat.
I'm gonna point at Connie. Hey, do what you do best.
Burpees?
The other thing.
Oh, right. All
Yeah.
eyes on me. I'm gonna have to transform for that one.
You can. I think you just do it well
Oh,
yourself.
right, okay.
Just do it naturally. I
All
mean,
right.
look at what you're wearing.
Oh, that's fair. I do look hot. Okay.
Yes.
Connie like steps up to the crowd and she like puts her arms in the air and goes, "What's up, party people?" And trying to get everyone's attention.
All right. This is going to be a convince somebody because you're trying to convince the entire group of people to pay attention to you. So roll plus emotional.
Okay.
I think there should be a bonus for how hot Connie looks, but that's just me.
I mean,
That's Blake
any
coming
of you
through.
can offer to assist somehow.
I don't know how I could assist because look, but, ta-da!
The luck has
man.
run out. Don't
I
assist
do
me.
not
Don't assist
have
me.
enough emotion to do
No.
what I want to do.
I rolled a 2.
When you say look, party people, Grant Charles turns and says, yes, everybody, this wonderful person helped me find my way back. Everybody, surround her and lift her on your shoulders.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Let's take her to the tower to celebrate.
The what?
And that's when you notice there is something very wrong with this crowd, because they all turn and grab you harshly and hoist you in the air and are
Ow.
taking you towards the tower.
Ow,
Coffee.
ow. Guys, I don't think this is right. Guys!
What I
And
would
they
like.
all start chanting, Celebration, sacrifice. Celebration, sacrifice.
I always thought the lyrics were celebrate good times, not sacrifice.
No, come on.
Oh, sorry.
I would like to, I would like to cast a hex on one of the people carrying Connie.
Okay. Roll plus mystical.
Whew, an 11.
Okay.
What you see is you see Lincoln's like eyes glow a bit, and he pulls out the book and he writes stuff down inside of it and closes it up, and it just looks like he's just doing that for show, though. It doesn't look like he's doing like this is part of like what he normally does. It looks like he's just doing it for show. And he will cause to take one. I'm going to say that the target is forced to drop an item that they're holding to be Connie. And what I would like also to do is to target to slow them down to pretty much stop them from
Okay.
moving.
The crowd drops Connie harshly, and they all start moving in somewhat slow motion.
All right, that's all I can do.
Celebration, sacrifice.
Guys, I don't think these are real people. I think we can transform now.
I look over at Renata. I mean, she's right there, but
I mean, it all goes away once this is done, right?
well, they didn't say that.
I thought that's what Bev said. Once we're done, we're done.
Suppose so then. And he will transform right in front of Renata.
I'll follow in suit.
Luca is going to turn and look at Renata. Yeah. It's just make sure you write a really good article about it, and he's going to transform as well.
After he transforms, he pulls out the book and shoves it in Renata's hands. I want you to write down everything you see today.
Oh,
And I can guarantee you will get the best story out of this.
okay. This is a really intense world building book. Are you sure?
I get it. I'm trusting you to.
It's impressive how you can write in two different writing styles. That's a skill.
Yes, it's something I have honed many, many years. But listen, I just need you to record what you've seen today.
Oh, okay.
And he will turn and join the others.
Ani also transforms, and as she does,
Okay.
so does the page. Boom!
I was like, what page? Oh, that page.
Well,
All right, so you have a slowly moving crowd. You have a sinister looking Grant Charles. What do you wish to do?
I want to look at Grant, and I would like to use I'm your opponent,
Okay.
and just basically like crack my knuckles, move a little bit away from the crowd just so we have eye contact, and then just kind of be like, all right, that ankle healed up. I'm sure your fighting's going to get a little bit better. Come on, let's see how you do.
All right. So roll plus persona.
That is 10.
All right. So you get to pick two, I believe. So the target will only fight you. You gain +1 against the target, or you take 1 less damage from that target.
I'm going to pick that the target is eager to fight me, and I'm going to take 1 less damage. But that was one of the options, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, have him focus
so
on
you
me.
see Grant Childs jump off and slowly walk towards you. Now, I do have to ask you a question. Are you willing to kill your friend?
Good question. It's one I don't need much time to answer. No. But it'll draw your attention enough for us to think of a way to get you the fuck out of his body. And he's going to summon his shield and just stand ready to duel and fight defensively as much as he can.
He's actually not fighting.
Oh,
He's just walking around you.
okay. He's
His
focused on
attention
me.
is on you, but he's not attacking.
That's fine. He's just going to keep the shield on and keep squared up with Grant Charles.
I have an idea, unless anyone else has someone or something. Can I try to touch their heart, but instead of him, can I try to touch Grant? That's still
Sure.
in the body.
Yep.
You. I'm just gonna walk up and stand next to Luca. So while Luca's like the focus, there's this just like voice in the back of Grant's head. Grant, we know you're there. And we know this isn't what you want. We want to help you make Pounds Day as as successful as you want it to be. We're here for you, and we're gonna support you. But
All
you
right.
gotta come here.
So I'm gonna have Luca do a "we can do this together" physical to maintain a safe, protective while this is happening. So go ahead, Blake can get a PowerPoint from the help, and then we'll see what happens.
I'm going to use my power pool to increase it to a 7.
Okay. So Blake gets a +1, but if something breaks bad, you are both in danger.
Okay. I'm preemptively ready to use my 2 PowerPoints to roll an advantage. So I'm like, okay. So it's a +1.
Yep.
Plus emotional plus a
Yep.
+1 because of my light. So I
Yep.
have a +4.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna use an advantage. 11.
Okay. So members get a +2 action because you can see that the melding is beginning to break. Every so often you can see the sort of dark, evil, demony shadow shift out of Grant and then shift back in. It is a tenuous situation at this point, but Lord Scorn is still in control. This will end if there is damage. It will snap them back together. But everybody else can get a +2 to actions to deal with this situation, depending on what you wish to do.
I mean, it's something. What I would like to do is I would like to do a divination into Grant's like psyche,
Okay.
so I could like try to like find a way to make it so that it's easy. It's to try to guide the grant that's in there back to the surface.
Okay. Go ahead and glimpse the truth.
That is a 10.
All right, so you can ask 3 questions on the list.
Okay. I would like to what needs to be well, not what needs to be great. What is the most useful thing here?
As you are sort of looking around, once again, you feel a heavy weight in your back pocket. And that heavy horseshoe is just sitting there, sort of like you get the sort of like sense that it's like that weird magnetism thing where it's like, let me go.
You said 2.
Do you get 3 total? 3 total
I got
questions.
3 total. Oh, dope. Yeah. What new and useful information can I gather?
Looking inside, the bond is far from complete. It is, there are sort of, you can sense sort of like there are black tendrils sort of in, but it is a very fresh and new joining, and does not feel particularly strong in any sort of way.
And the last one I would like to. What am I trying? What needs to be protected?
This is a weird, you get the weird sense. There are 2 ways out of this. The easiest way is to actually stop Grant from existing. Without a body, it can't stay. It will be forced back wherever it goes. However, you also fundamentally know that that will just keep this cycle going. You know that there is something about Grant that this creature desperately wants, but you just aren't 100% sure what that is. But you know Grant was chosen for a very specific reason.
I relay that information to everyone about that Grant is special for some reason, and I pull out that horseshoe iron, and I look at one of those slowing mob people, and I will take that horseshoe iron and press it against the back of one of the mob.
When you press it against that person, they snap out of it for a second and then collapse on the ground, just passed out.
The iron. We should use the iron to help the people in the crowd, and it might do something with Brandon also. And I just start going about slapping people with the
Okay,
iron.
you are dealing with the crowd.
Yeah.
Hey, quick idea. There's only a couple things we know about Grant. Do you think the thing that he wants are the friends we made along the way? Because remember, one of the only big things we know is he has a ton of friends. He's friends with everyone.
Yeah, probably. Also, I threw up in my mouth just a little bit when you suggested that, but yeah, I get it though.
Oh,
Didn't Grant give us
the
Didn't Grant give us the magic 8-ball?
Grant did give us the magic 8-ball.
I mean, I don't think we should give it to him now, but I think he's connected in a bigger way.
Who has buff?
Lincoln does.
Can I
We
get down
talked
from
about-
here?
Yeah, you're on the ground. You
Okay,
you are
okay,
dropped
okay.
on the ground.
I think Connie is going to attempt to go and grapple Grant with the ring on her hand around his throat.
All right. So this is going to be thwart peril,
Okay.
which is still plus physical.
Let's go.
If anybody wish to assist in this somehow, you may do so.
I am terrified to assist.
It's okay. It's okay. I have +2 for this, right?
Yep.
That's a 12.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So you go around and immediately like lock Grant down,
Mm-hmm.
and you can. It's weird because you feel something squirming,
Mm-hmm.
but Grant's not moving.
Mm-hmm.
It is just this weird sort of gross disconnect, like
Yeah.
between the two.
Yeah. Yeah. I dig it. Do I feel like I could rip them apart physically? Without
No.
killing Grant? Okay.
Not without really hurting Grant.
All right, cool.
Yeah, totally.
Is there? Can I borrow this? And I'm just gonna try to grab up from you.
No, because if you run over, he'll give you buff.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
so question.
Okay.
This didn't start until you showed up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it'd been ongoing, but yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it didn't reactivate until this showed up.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you the reason that this is happening?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Is there anything that seems similar to what's been happening in the past that is happening now, which is why he's here? Something he wants? The reason this is happening with Grant specifically?
He spins around. Make me a convince somebody roll, please.
Yeah, plus emotional, right?
Yep.
And the cycle continues. I got that's a 6. Right on the dot.
Buff turns back around and looks at you. And then looks at Grant and goes, it was supposed to be Grant, not Luca.
So what you're saying is it doesn't take much convincing at all for him to talk to me.
He'll give you that. But
I'll take that.
That is it.
I'm gonna act as though this conversation's happening. Like,
Oh, I was gonna
behind
convey
me.
the information no matter what, so you're good.
Oh, huh. Well, if that's the case, hey Grant, and I mean Grant, not you, fucko. You've always been really fucking cool to all of us. And I think that's the reason that you were supposed to be able to join this little group. And I know the type of person that you are, and it's not one to believe in this negative energy bullshit. So I'm going to need you to wake up so that I can give you this power. And I would like to try to convince someone.
I am going to have you keep your wits about you, please.
Keep wits?
Yep. Roll plus persona.
Okay. Even better. That is 8.
Okay. You feel the chain and you see it transform back into the Emperor card. You can give this over, but the price you will pay is you will lose access to this forever.
Will it free Grant?
You don't know.
Fuck. I really wish I held that. I think Luca would hold on to it until Grant is confirmed to be freed from the demon bullshit.
You see the card transform back and wrap itself around you. This time it feels different. This time it feels permanent.
Shit.
Okay, so we know that Lord Doucheface wants his body specifically because he could have had the power. He was in line to have the power, right? Is that what we're gathering?
I think that's what we're gathering.
Okay. We know that we could either physically kill him. What was the other option?
The other
Somehow
option
figured
is
out to separate them.
we could
Fake.
try using the cold iron. Using the cold iron does seem to work.
Mhm.
I feel like if we continue using the iron, we might be able to separate them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
it can't just
then-
be one person. We all have to use
Right,
it.
we all have to do it. Well, I got him. Let's do it.
How many power points does everyone have?
I have one.
Okay, no team up attack, but we can do it in our hearts.
Yep.
I was thinking. Trust me. I was thinking that we don't have enough.
Because all of my stuff is hurdy stuff. I don't think we could convince him.
I
I
could try to
think-
touch their heart again, and then we can try to keep feeding off that and cycling it.
Well, I think we
With
all need to
iron?
touch him with the iron first, and then go from there. I'll hold him, and then everyone touch him with iron.
All right. So the situation hasn't changed because you have not done damage. So everybody is going to who ultimately. So the rest of you are all going to do. I've got your back. We can do this together plus physical, so that you are all touching the same. Which each instance is going to give Connie 1 PowerPoint from each of you. So we're going to start there. Then we will see what happens on your rolls. Each of you will need to make a plus physical roll.
Okay. You can't fuck this up. I have a date, so.
Don't fuck this up. I don't.
My dice have been rolling fine. I got a 10.
Okay. Are you cooperative with Connie?
I am not.
All right.
They're still broken.
You're
When did you get competitive? Oh, we've always been competitive.
Oh, but no, wait, no. I apologize to her.
Yeah, we never were officially broken.
Yeah,
but this is with Connie. Are you
Yeah.
competitive or cooperative with?
I'm cooperative. Yeah.
All right. So Connie, you get a +1, and you get you get 1 to your power pool for that 10. Blake.
I got a 9.
All right. Connie gets another +1, but you are both potentially in danger.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wait,
Is that
oh, is that good?
sixes?
I can't tell.
That's
Yeah.
2 6s.
Hey, yo!
Plus 1's a 13.
And are you competitive or cooperative?
With Connie, I am actually competitive.
Ooh.
So you both get a +1 to your next rolls, and Luca adds 1 to the power pool. So go ahead, and I'm going to have you thwart peril. Connie, you have a +3 from everybody.
Yep. Okay.
Oh my gosh, we have enough for a team up attack.
Oh my god. So I rolled an 8 plus 3 is 11 plus I mean
That's your
yeah.
physical. But do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all go in and touch at the same time. And then sort of instinctively all move your hands in the same way, and you don't hear it, but you sort of feel these two people being ripped apart. And Grant stumbles forward and sort of just falls on the ground, confused and dazed. And you have Lord Scorn in complete full shadow form held, but that quickly ends when there's nothing physically to hold on, and he swarms up into the air, about to rain fire down upon all of you. What do you wish to do?
Is he people?
It's 2024. You can't just ask somebody if they're people.
I mean,
Because
no.
it's because it says you can encase your hands in ice, allowing you to freeze people in place when you touch them. Would this count as that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for that power, yeah,
Okay.
it's a person.
Okay. Would y'all want to do a team up?
Let's do it.
We could do a
Let's
team up
do a
attack
team
while
up.
you try to freeze shadows. That's
Okay.
cool as hell.
Hell yeah. Should I go first then?
So if you're calling the team attack, you are doing the first thing, and then everybody's adding in. I'm
Okay.
assuming you all have enough. How much do you have amongst all of you?
I have 2 points.
I have 3 now. How many do we need?
So you need 5. But
Yeah.
if you spend all 6, you'll have advantage on it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Go big
So
or go
you
home.
start.
Yeah, Connie, seeing him like move out of her hands, she does this thing, like the thing that cats do, where she like squats down for a second and like gets into stance, and then like looks at everyone else and goes, "All right, let's fucking do this." And you see her run, and if we're close enough to the tower, she's gonna parkour up
Okay.
and like grab him, take her hand, encase it in ice, and just try to slam him down.
All right. How are the rest of you assisting? What is your part of this team attack?
Someone should destroy him with magic, I think.
I'm waiting for what you guys have to say. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm waiting to go last. That's all I'm doing. I'm just waiting for you motherfuckers to go first because I know what I'm doing.
Fortune is going to focus all of the energy into his right arm, and all of the metal is gonna like mercury crawl across his body and wrap around his arm like a huge gauntlet. And as Connie comes down, he's going to essentially try to like shoryuken, like uppercut right where the head is, as it comes down.
Okay.
What I think I'd like to do is I'm gonna take the iron chain and I'm gonna wrap it around my wand. And then I'm going to stand near Luca, not under because I can't help the way they can. But raise it up and just begin to like give affirmations. So the microphone begins like bursting in like sound waves, but the sound waves also have like iron attached to them. So when they're like pounding in, it's like words of affirmation for everyone except you, guy.
Lincoln is gone. But like the camera like shoots over to the top of the tower, and you see Lincoln standing there, cape blowing in the wind, and he points his finger up into the sky, and you hear thunder rumbling above him as lightning strikes down, hitting him, and he just points the finger right at them and just fires the lightning right back at them.
All right. Make that plus emotional roll with advantage. Roll 3 dice and keep the highest. Mute.
Sorry, I'm using Ted's dice as well, so this is a true
Okay.
friendship roll. That is a 9 on the dice, and my emotional is 0.
All right. It.
Oh, I do have a +1 still because I
Okay.
never used
Yeah.
it, so I'll use that.
All right. 10. You, like a well-oiled machine, you see, like, Lord Scorn tries to escape, but the weird metal iron words are just locking him in place as the ice begins to form and the lightning just hits and starts to like make all the ice glow. This gigantic fist shatters the shadowy creature into a billion pieces, and in a loud sort of icy explosion sprays glittery ice all over as it all falls on the ground. And you no longer sense the presence of Lord Scorn in any perceivable way.
Luca is fully in the air going, sure you can!
Connie's like looking at the snow that's falling around her. She's like, that was fucking dope. How did you get up there, Lincoln? Oh, you're the tower. I get it.
Lincoln is already jumping down from the tower, but they're making their way over to Renata.
There is a book on the ground and a pen next to it and nothing else.
Lincoln picks up the book and thumps through it.
The last thing you see is, do you want the greatest story in the world? And then you see in Renata's writing, yes. And that's the last thing.
God damn it, Renata.
Bitch!
Renata stares at it for a second. Lincoln stares at this for a while. But now she's gone. This is a problem for future Lincoln. And
That's
closes the
season
book
2.
and heads to join the others.
Guys, we fucking did it!
Yes,
It's
indeed,
granted?
we did. That's a problem later. But what now? Isn't the power supposed to go away at this point?
Buff?
Well, I mean, if you wish to relinquish, sure.
Oh,
No.
of course not. This is
No.
the greatest thing that has ever happened to me.
In this lifetime.
Yes, in this lifetime.
Buff, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, you know how Grant was like supposed to be one of us?
Mm-hmm.
Can he be like our white Power Ranger?
I'll see what I can do.
Awesome. Dope. Oh, cool. Oh, boy, is he okay?
No.
Oh, High Priestess.
I would like to use my Healy stuff and try to make sure he's okay.
He's physically fine, but spiritually very exhausted.
Oh, okay. He needs a nap.
He needs a pail.
He does. He needs a pail. He needs a Valentine's Day dance.
Luca is going to drop out of transformation and grab a pail along with a little shooter of fireball and just sort of plop down next to Grant and be like, Happy Valentine's Day.
Exhausted and groggy, grabs the pail and like pats you just as your phone rings.
Shit. I'll answer it.
Luca? And you immediately know Brandon's mom.
Yeah. Yes. What's going on?
He's awake.
Luca's gonna turn to everybody. I love you guys. I'll be back in a little bit. I have to go see someone. And he bolts for the hospital.
Okay. We are at the end of this adventure, so you all get a final scene however you wish to describe it.
It's the date, right? It's the date.
Yeah, ours is the date. There's no way. There's no way it's not.
Yeah, it's a nice restaurant. Connie did not change. She's still in her normal outfit. In her dress from the ball, and she's regaling Blake with a story of how in high school there was this big event, this big wrestling match, and it was like Creed versus Apollo Creed versus Rocky, and she was Rocky, and she got pinned down but had to like flex her abs really hard to like do a kick up and all this sort of amazing. And she's like really being boisterous about it and like knocking the table and stuff.
I feel like this is a story she's heard before, but they're not going to say anything because they're going to hear it again. And like is like holding a drink because they went out to go get drinks and just is sitting like across the table holding the drink kind of like the top of it, and as you slam the table just picks up the drink and then puts it back down immediately once things settle, like just like immediately. They're completely in trance just like listening to you. I think they're both in their dresses still, and I know it's like dirty because they were running through the forest and stuff, so like people are staring at them weird.
Yeah, I'm beat to shit. I'm below half health, so
Oh yeah, I think I'm really low too. We just look like shit. Just having a good time.
together.
Together!
Yes.
I'm gonna let Kuja go first.
Luca's final scene is he's going to be sitting next to Brandon's bed, and he's going to be holding Brandon's hand, and is going to be pouring his heart out and apologizing for all of it, explaining everything that happened. And just being there with Brandon.
Once you're done, in a moment of quiet, Brandon sort of reaches around and grabs like the back of your head and just says, I guess now it's my time to worry.
No, don't you worry. You're kind of creepy when you worry, like a little clingy. I mean, if I'm being honest, like, come on now. I'm the worrier of the two of us.
When I'm able to walk properly again, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah, I probably deserve that. So glad to have you back.
Yeah.
And he'll just keep spending time with Brandon.
Yep.
Lincoln is in the treehouse, and they're writing in the book. And so Blink and Connie enjoyed each other's company, starting a new chapter in their friendship, whereas Luca was able to re-spark the one that he thought was gone. And what of Lincoln? closes the book, sets it down on the stand, looks out the window. What indeed? And that's it.
And that brings us to the end of this Glitter Hearts adventure. Thank you for joining me on this journey and playing my sweet little game.
I love this game so much.
That was
I
wonderful.
love this sweet little game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Thank you so much, Greg, for running this for us. It was so amazing. Really appreciate it and all the fun things that you have done for us. And thank you guys for playing with me on our channel and doing all these fun characters and going through the trials and tribulations of friendship.
So good. I love this so much. I'm so sad.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back because there's more games to play. There's more fun to be had, more mysteries to solve.
Yes, there are.
But before we go do that, let's go have everybody go around and say who you are and where people can find you, starting with Kujo.
Hi, everybody. My name's Kujo. I do, in fact, look good in blue, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I am Kujo of
Too
Kujo.
soon, dude.
Too soon.
Too
I am
soon.
Kujo of Kujo Plays Games and Crit Hit Chronicles. You can find me at all social media platforms under those names. I am a variety streamer. I love tabletop RPGs and JRPGs, all that stuff. So if you're a fan of those, then come and hang out sometime. Serenity, my darling.
Hello, I am Serenity. Ouch, jeez, but it was good. It was good. Ouch, ouch, jeez. You can find me as Click Clack Snack, but in reality, right now, I just kind of want to use my time. If we could send the Kofi link one more time, just to go ahead and make sure people know, strike is currently happening. So, but even when there's not one, to use your platform for those who are in need. Of course, Palestinian people, as well as freeing the Congo, as well as Puerto Rico, everywhere's having a hard time right now. There's a lot of places you could put your attention, but there is someone currently in our community that could use the help. It's Tenny is trying to get her family who is in Gaza and Rafah out. They have been doing their best to save people, and they've been so generous with their time and their life. And they deserve to get out and be safe as well. So if you have anything that you can spare, there are some great goals in there. If not, and you could just share it and voice what's happening, that is also amazing. Because silence is the only thing that's going to keep this locked down. Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Walle, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. Find me in social medias. Just type in my name, WALE132, like the cute little Disney robot. That's where you can find me. Yeah, that's me. This was such a great game, guys.
I'm Greg. This was my game. You can find my stuff at leatherman.games. This in the mystery business. There will be mystery business in some of the TTRPGs for Palestine bundles that are coming up, so keep an eye out for those. You can support that cause and also gain access to my other game. And that's probably the best use of my time right now, so go look for those. Consider supporting. I know the bundles have a lot of games. I think they were up to like 150 in the bundle, one of the bundles. So look for it, support a good cause, get a bunch of great things. And if you just want to find my other stuff, just go to my website and it's all there.
And I'm LB Hackemup. All of the links for all the things will be in the description or the YouTube video, all the stuff. Please go support them. We appreciate you, and I hope you appreciate us and our gaming. Leave a comment and let us know what you thought and what are the things we should do together. We like that too. The next time this channel is going to be live is tomorrow night. We are going to be streaming, Ren and I, probably some more Evil West. Which is a Vampire Wild West game that is insane and so fun. But yeah, I'm OB Hack 'em Up, and I guess until next time, hack recklessly. Bye!